Transatlanticism is the fourth studio album by indie rock band Death Cab for Cutie, released on October 7, 2003, by Barsuk Records. The band's second concept album, Transatlanticism, features a theme set around long-distance love. 3 singles and accompanying music videos were released for the album: The New Year, The Sound of Settling, and Title and Registration. The first 2 singles, The New Year and The Sound of Settling, reached number 86 and 84, respectively, on the UK singles chart. Transatlanticism received acclaim from critics when it was released and has since been considered the band's greatest album. The album charted at number 97 on the Billboard 200, and has been certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, for shipments of 500,000 copies in the United States. In 2013, Barsuk Records released Transatlanticism Demos, a collection of demo versions of songs from Transatlanticism to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the album's release. Background: similar to all previous Death Cab for Cutie releases, Transatlanticism was mostly written by lead vocalist and guitarist Ben Gibbard, with many of the songs co-written with other members of the band, particularly guitarist and producer Chris Waller. Prior to the album's release, Gibbard stated, "Unlike the photo album, I feel like this record is definitely more like a proper album. We unregistered trademark. They tried to construct it with transitions of songs going in and out of each other, and I think it's a little bit more expansive than the last record." The album is the first to feature drummer Jason Mager, who joined the band earlier in 2003, and features writing credits on the songs The New Year and We Looked Like Giants. Release and reception: when Transatlanticism was released in 2003, it charted at number 97 on the Billboard 200. By May 2004, it had sold 135,000 copies, and on April 29, 2008, it was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, having shipped 500,000 copies in the United States. Transatlanticism was released to widespread acclaim from music critics. At Metacritic, which assigns a normalized rating out of 100 to reviews from mainstream critics, the album received an average score of 85, based on 21 reviews. Uncut magazine called it a record of rare beauty and poise, and alternative press called it Death Cab's slowest and most mature recording with hidden bits of magic that reveal themselves brilliantly. Andy Greenwald of Spin found the lyrics imagery to be strikingly vivid and praised both Gibbard and producer Chris Waller's musical direction. Rob Theakston of AllMusic wrote that Transatlanticism is such a decadently good listen from start to finish, because of the band's maturity as songwriters and musicians. Stephen Thompson, writing in the AV Club, said that the album surpasses Gibbard's other career high points, and called it a lush, impeccably produced, musically adventurous, emotionally resonant examination of the way relationships are both strengthened and damaged by distance. Christine Klunk of Pop Matters called it a nearly perfect pop record, whose straightforward melodies and honest narratives extol the human condition. In a mixed review, William Morris from Pitchfork Media felt that the album dulls the edges of their usually acute divinations. Colin Maselagott of Stylus magazine said that despite his strong melodies, Gibbard has regressed as a lyricist, as his lyrics are more asinine than before. Robert Christgau of The Village Voice cited We Looked Like Giants as a choice cut, indicating a good song on an album that isn't worth your time or money. In 2011, Transatlanticism was named by NPR Music as one of the 50 most important recordings of the decade, ranked 57th in Rolling Stone magazine's Decade End list. In 2013, Death Cab for Cutie re-released the album, marking its 10th year anniversary with a remaster available as vinyl or MP3 download, including demos for all the songs from the album. Reviewing the reissue, Ian Cohen from Pitchfork Media reconsidered William Morris' initial assessment of the album and awarded the album a higher score, stating that judging Death Cab, and Transatlanticism in particular, from a completely objective standpoint feels kinda insincere and wholly inaccurate. Track listing: all lyrics written by Ben Gibbard. Reissue bonus material equals. Personnel: Death Cab for Cutie, Benjamin Gibbard vocals, guitar, piano, foot stomp and hand clap effects on the sound of settling, Nick Harmer Euro bass guitar, vocals on Transatlanticism, foot stomp and hand clap effects on the sound of settling, Jason Magara Euro drums, loops, percussion, foot stomp and hand clap effects on the sound of settling, Christopher Waller Euro guitar, keyboards, samples, production, mixing, recording, vocals on Transatlanticism, additional personnel, Ed Brooks Euro mastering, John Goodmanson Euro mixing on the sound of settling, and Tiny Vessels, Rob Herbst Euro foot stomp and hand clap effects on the sound of settling, Sean Nelson Euro vocals on Transatlanticism, John Roderick Euro vocals on Transatlanticism, Phil Wander Euro vocals on Transatlanticism, Mike Hezzer Euro sitar, vocals on Death of an Interior Decorator. Charts. References. External links, Transatlanticism at Discogs.